Hey y'all, so it is Tuesday, August 1st, and I just wanted to update you while I was on my lunch. I started Vamps, which is the book club pick for my Patreon book club, and it's by Nicole Aaron, and I'm only 4 chapters in. I'm quite confused because I feel like this book is trying to do too much world building and too much, I don't know, just too much of something. It doesn't flow well. I'm not really enjoying the starting of this book, but I'm only 4 chapters in, so I don't want to, really kind of write it off at the moment. Also, I am starting Blood Sanctuary Part 2. Finally, I'm starting it on my Kindle because I can't wait for the book to come in. It's still going to be another day or two before it arrives. So I'm pretty excited to continue Leo and Cassia's story. I just feel like I'm cursed lately. Does anybody else feel that way? Where you just feel like almost every book you pick up, you are just not enjoying. Does that mean that I'm in a book slump? Does that mean that I'm doomed? Like, what do I need to do about this? Because either I'm picking terrible books or it's me, and I don't know what I need to do about that. I know this is kind of a quick update. I wanted to kind of pop on here during my lunch, kind of go over what I've started, what my plans are for the week on reading. I don't know what other book I'm going to pick up this week other than Vamps and Blood Sanctuary Part 2, but I'm hoping that I can pick something up soon. So we will just see from there. So I hope everyone's having a great start to your August, and we will see how the rest of the week goes and what else I pick up. So pretty excited. It's been a crazy day at work. Always the beginning of the month is. So hopefully, I can get some de-stressing done tonight with the husband. Either watch a movie or maybe play some video games, maybe just get some more reading done. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to relax tonight because I'm exhausted and it's only like noon. So I will update you guys either tomorrow or Thursday whenever I get further into Vamps and possibly Blood Sanctuary Part 2. So we're going to see. So I'm going to go ahead and go and enjoy my lunch. Hope everyone has a good day. Okay, guys. So it's Wednesday and I need to talk to you guys. I know that you guys won't see this till next Tuesday, and I'll be done with Vamps Fresh Blood by Nicole Aaron. What is this book about? That's my first question. So I am, I think, halfway at this point, a little over halfway of Vamps, and I could not tell you what the plot is. Basically, you are following Dylan, who is a Dampier, I think is how they pronounce it, which is half vampire, half mortal. And basically, his mother was the vampire, his father was the mortal, and we don't know who his mother is. He doesn't know who his mother is, because she left, I guess, to keep his father safe. And basically, he is sent to this school in the Swiss Alps called Vamps. VAMPS, and it is where vampires go to learn how to control their bloodthirsty cravings and, become a better vampire and all of these things. So he arrives at the school. He doesn't understand why he's there because he's only half vampire. He lives off human food, can be in the daylight, all of these things. Now, everybody else there at the school is also questioning, why is there a Dampier there? So I guess they're an ultra rare type of species, because I guess it's very rare for a vampire and a mortal to conceive a child, but not unheard of. But most Dampiers, I guess, die either in the womb or shortly after childbirth. So to see one out in, I guess, the wild is kind of not ordinary. And we're following Dylan, and there is so much world building. Like every time Dylan turns around and talks to somebody, or every time he enters a room, we get like a whole page of, you know, why this is here, and, you know, where it comes from history, and you name it. I mean, like, I'm halfway through and I'm still being so info dumped that there is no plot. Not at all. Like, basically, they were all supposed to drink from Madam, I don't know what her name is, but anyway, everyone was supposed to drink her blood. I guess that awakened his bloodlust and it awakened his fangs. So now he has to live off of blood. He doesn't know if human food will sustain him. I do know that much. I guess they all try a little bit of each other's blood, and you don't know whose blood it is, and that picks the vampire. It's like vampire something elite. I don't know. Anyway, they somehow, and then of course Dylan's the one that, you know, is picked, and everybody's outraged because they're just like, why, you know? So my problem I'm having with this, and I know that I mentioned it yesterday, where I wonder if I'm doomed, because it seems like almost every book that I pick up lately, it's not hitting the mark for me. It's not, you know, keeping me interested. I mean, I've had some books, but not how they used to be, right? Like, I used to be able to, like, know what my taste was, know what I was in the mood for, and I would enjoy my time reading. And I don't know if it's me. I don't know if I'm in a book slump. I don't know what's going on. The problem I'm having is there's too much info dumping, for one. 50 to 60% into the book, we should be knowing what the plot is. We should know where the author is going with this story, and you're not there. Everybody's just having sex with everybody. I do like the pansexual representation in the book. It's, you know, described very well, I think, in my opinion. I do like that, because you don't see that very much in like a fantasy romance or a paranormal romance setting. So I was very happy with that. But just everybody's having sex with everybody. We don't know why Dylan's there. Dylan doesn't even know why Dylan's there. And we just know too much about the world and nothing about the characters or the plot. I do not care about a single character in this book right now. I do not care whether they die or live, or I just don't care. And that's a problem. So I can't say that it is poorly written, but the characters are not fleshed out. The world is most definitely not fleshed out, and there is no depth to any one of them. There is no character development. There is no depth to the characters themselves where you feel for them. Like, it's a lot of telling and absolutely no showing. So I don't know if anyone else has read this book. Definitely let me know what your thoughts are if you have. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is the first book in my book club pick, and it's kind of a dud for me. And I'm hoping that other people are having the time of their lives with it, because I hope somebody out there loves this book. So that is my update today. I haven't gotten any further into Blood Sanctuary Part 2, because I feel like if I start picking that up, I'm not going to read Vamps. I'm going to be very honest with you. If I get back into the world with Leo and Cassia, I am not going to want to pick up anything else. I am just going to want to binge that book. So I'm trying to at least get through Vamps before I pick up that. I don't know what my next book is going to be. I was thinking about starting the Angel Fall trilogy. I was thinking about maybe House of Beating Wings. I'm not sure. We'll see what I pick up later on this week. But that's my update for now. Wish that I had better news for you guys. But if you're at this point in my video, leave me a comment below if you have read Vamps by Nicole Arend. Let me know if you liked it, didn't like it. Do you agree, not agree with my thoughts and feelings so far? And then I will just check in with you guys next time that I have a reading update. All right, bye. so today is Thursday. I do have some updates for you. So, where to start? I finished, what was it called? Vamp's Fresh Blood by Nicole Aaron. So, I'm going to keep a lot of my thoughts to myself until we have the book of the month for my book club. Whenever we have our little like get together, you know, kind of talk about the book and everything. But the one thing that I do want to mention is my thoughts are still the same, if not worse, than whenever I updated you. Was it yesterday, I think? So on that, the book, again, did not get any better. I felt like we were just going to school. So I hope I edited that well, because my father decided to call me right whenever I'm in the middle of making my video. So thanks, Dad. I know you watch these. But where was I at? So I got me a cup of coffee. My brother got me this mug. Yeah. That's how I feel today, right? So let's talk about what I was talking about. So in the book, you're like going through these classes with them, and it's like you're in school with them, okay? And the premise of that is great. I've read academia books before, and I love it. But whenever you get to like chapter 22 out of 27 chapters, and it's still like that world building and everything, and you still have absolutely no idea what the plot is about. You have no idea where the author is going with the story. You have no character development or character depth, so you don't even feel for these characters. You don't even, like, if one of them died, you wouldn't care. Because, I mean, there's no depth to them, and there's no, I mean, like, the world building, sure, I will give the author that, you know, the world building was somewhat good, not great, but at the same time, like, I still don't understand who half of these people are and why they're so significant. I don't understand about the plot twist that happens, which, granted, I will talk to everyone about that whenever we do our book club, you know, video chat in September. But I don't understand the plot twist. I don't understand how we went from being in school to that. And I don't understand why some of the people made the choices that they made, or, you know, did what they did. It doesn't make sense to me, right? And so I'm just so confused. I gave this book a 1 star. To be honest with you, if this was not my book club pick, if this was not something that I was going to talk to hopefully some of you about, I wouldn't have continued. I really wouldn't have, because I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm going to DNF this, but still talk to everyone about it without knowing like the full scope of the story. So those are my thoughts as of right now. I will give more in-depth thoughts in my August wrap up, and then also even deeper thoughts whenever I do the book club video in September, which I will be posting on my Patreon what day and time that will be. So, you know, I hope people are going over my Patreon and becoming members, getting active in the book club, getting active in the book club picks, different things, the giveaway that I have going, because no one is still yet a winner. So there's that. So let's talk about what my plans are going forward for the rest of the week, because it's Thursday. I started Angel Fall by Susan E. I started on audio because whenever I'm at work, I can just kind of put my earbuds in, plow through my daily work. I mean, I have to, you know, answer phones and greet walk-ins and such, but for the most part, I just, you know, sit at my computer, you know, uploading things, doing applications, claims, different things like that. So, and I work in an insurance office, so it can get, you know, quite tedious with the work, but putting on a book and listening to it as you plow through it just makes the day much more enjoyable. So I pulled up Scribd and found that not only, because that's where I listened to Vamps at, I pulled up Scribd and I was like, I wonder which book on my TBR is on here. And it has all 3 of the books of the Angel Fall series. So it has Angel Fall, World After, and End of Days. And I'm like, yes, please, where I only pay a monthly subscription, which this is not sponsored, but I pay a monthly subscription and I get to listen to however many books I want that are on that platform for free. I'm in. It's cheaper than Kindle. That I can tell you. Not Kindle, Audible. It's definitely cheaper. So that's what I started. I'm only like on like the 2nd chapter. So I have absolutely no updates for you on that yet. So probably tomorrow or Saturday, whenever I wrap it up, I will. So I started that hoping that this is a better book than what I started out the month on. But I also have gotten, I don't know, 3 or 4 chapters into Blood Sanctuary Part 2 as well. I started it on my Kindle because I didn't have the physical book, but guess what? We have the physical book now. I am so excited. It looks identical to, I was trying to see if I could get it to where it blocked out that sun, but it won't. I was trying, I'm not happy though, because it looks identical to Blood Sanctuary Part 2. So I wish there would have been a little bit of difference, like the coloring or, you know, at least the background have like maybe a little bit more to it that would signify like the growth in this series and like, you know, Orthros, for instance, because I can definitely tell that I think this window is the window that Leo made for Rose House, I'm gonna assume. So if not, then I'm entirely wrong, but that's what I think it is. So pretty excited. I mean, even the back looks beautiful. These are absolutely stunning books. So I'm only about 3 or 4 chapters in. Don't really have an update yet on that as well. Hopefully tomorrow or Saturday again, I will have some updates on that. But I'm just so happy that today this came in. I went to the post office, picked it up, and I couldn't wait to get home and open it and just add it to my beautiful shelves. And then I also wanted to tell you guys something that I found out. I found out that Vela Roth, I got to the end of Blood Sanctuary Part 3. I finished it on Kindle. And it says on there, do you want free books? And I'm like, who doesn't? So I click on the link and it takes you to Vela Roth's website. I didn't even know she had a website. So I go there and she has a store there where you can buy the paperback editions of these or the hardback editions, which the prices are like basically identical to what's on Amazon. So you're not paying more on one side or the other. The difference is the ones on Vela Roth's page are all signed by her. So guess who is going to be buying those throughout the next couple of weeks whenever I have money? So I already told my husband, I was like, I'm getting signed copies because I am just in love with this world. I'm in love with the characters. I'm in love with everything that Vela Roth has gotten and done with this and everything. And whenever you sign up for her newsletter, you get 2 novellas or like little short stories. One of them is, I think, it's Blood Price. It's one of those. And it's supposed to be before the series. So I need to read that before I get too far into the series. So you're supposed to read that before you read Blood Mercy. Then there is Blood Dream, which is like a short story or a novella that is supposed to be read between Blood Sanctuary Part 1 and Blood Sanctuary Part 2. So I have that downloaded to my Kindle. So I'm hoping before I get too far into this, I'm going to at least read that little novella to see kind of how it ties in, or at least bridges some gaps or whatever for that. So I'm pretty excited. Or maybe it's supposed to be read after Blood Sanctuary Part 2. Because I'm thinking that I spoiled myself whenever I read the synopsis of it. So I think that's what happens. Anyway, if anybody is a Vela Roth fan, go check out our website. Get the 2 free books whenever you sign up for her newsletter. And if you want any signed books, definitely do that because I'm pretty excited. But that's going to end my wrap up. I'm going to finish my coffee, just relax for the night. I'm just having cereal tonight. It's like 130,000 degrees outside. We live here in the Midwest, and you walk outside, you can't even breathe. It's just so muggy, so hot. Like walking from my office to my vehicle, which is not far, I was sweating. And I'm like, this is too hot for me. Too hot. I want cereal. I want something cold, maybe a cold salad, but nothing hot. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So I will update you guys either tomorrow, or I'll just, update you guys on Saturday whenever I wrap up this weekly vlog. I'm not sure. I just want to get a little bit more into either Angel Fall or Blood Sanctuary Part 2 to at least give you some updates on that. So hope you all are having a good week, and hopefully if you're in the Midwest, or the South or whatever, where it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside, like you're walking on the sun's surface, I hope you're staying cool and hydrated. So I will see everyone either tomorrow or Saturday. Hey everyone, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up my vlog here for this week. It is Saturday. I have decided that we are going to just kind of have a relaxing day. And even a weekend. I'm going to kind of just watch some TV, play some video games, get some reading done. If you notice that the camera looks a little bit different or sounds different, it's because I got a new camera that has a microphone on it. So I'm hoping better quality videos and such. But let's talk about kind of the books that I'm reading, because the last time that I updated you guys, I believe I told you that I was reading Angel Fall and also still continuing to read Blood Sanctuary Part 2. And so where I'm at the end of this vlog is with Blood Sanctuary Part 2. I haven't gotten very far into it. We've kind of had some things going on, and I can't wait to dive back into it. We are starting where it's the second half of the summit, and things are starting to progress in the story for not just Cassia and Leo, but everyone in Orthros. So I can't wait to see kind of what's going on with that. So I didn't get very far. Still enjoying my time. I know a lot of people, even still, I've been watching some of the, booktubers that have been reading this, and they're just like, it's slow going, so much info dumpy. And to be honest with you, I'm really loving it. And so maybe that just means I really like info dumpy books, or a lot of extensive world building, or even just political fantasy romances, but still loving it. We'll see how I feel whenever, I start next week's vlog and I get further into it throughout the week. And then the other book that I am reading is Angel Fall by Susan E. I'm also not very far into this, just a couple chapters. I have learned that it's been a few weeks since the apocalypse has happened and angels have came to the world, and I guess angels are fighting humans and like just killing them left and right from what I've gathered. So I can't wait to continue this. I know that there are a lot of people out there that love this series. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not, because I don't know if it's missed its mark or not with me, since I didn't read it whenever it was really big. So I don't know. Just a little bit into it, but that's where I'm at so far. Hopefully I can update you some more after this weekend is over and I get a lot more reading in. But I will be posting this vlog, and then I have another video coming out the Saturday after this vlog that is a massive book unhaul. So definitely stick around for that video. My husband makes an appearance as well. But definitely just remember to head on over to my Patreon, because we are doing our monthly book club. We are doing a giveaway over there. The link is in the description below, but make sure that you like and comment as well, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future content. But with all of that out of the way, I'm actually going to go. I'm going to just enjoy my weekend. So I hope you all have a great weekend and a great week. Bye.